Hey guys, this is Mark Shots. Um, I'm gonna come at you with a mouse review today. I've done the same one before on a completely different channel, but since I'm starting this channel over again, I really like this mouse, and a lot of people have probably heard of it by now. Razer Naga, you can see it. I've used it for years. I've had it since the first one came out, and for WoW players like myself, I do play WoW. Um, this mouse is amazing, and for any game, any game for that matter, it's an awesome mouse. The way I explain it to WoW people is any ability I ever use in WoW, any ability at all, is bound on my mouse. Okay, because first of all, I have 12 buttons. That's your 1 through 12, your normal one through fucking equal. That's your normal shit. And then then after that, how you can do Shift F, whatever. If you're a binder, Shift F, Shift R, Shift Q. If you have a bunch of Shift stuff, you can do Shift on all these too, and Control and Alt. So this thing has, it has the potential of having more binds on the mouse than you'll ever need, and it's all right there at your disposal. You're not moving your hands at all, so your hands can always be focused on movement. Um, so yeah, and then and for binders, I would still because a lot of people I know, like Swifty, I watched his video on the Naga and binding and whatever. He only has like 4 buttons on the mouse, and then the middle button up here, which it used to be on the side. But yeah, he only has like 4 or 5 buttons on the mouse bound, and I'm like, why the fuck do you even have the mouse? It's not even worth it, you know. Um, because if you're a binder, it takes more to move your keyboard fingers to a bind than it does to move it on here, because you're doing essentially the same thing. You're gonna have to just press shift, right, or alt. Like you can do shift and alt, and that you can keep because a lot of people like to jump all the time, like myself. So I do control key, so I don't have to take my thumb off the space bar. But anybody who doesn't jump all the time, I don't know, it's just a habit. Um, you can keep your thumb on alt and your pinky on shift, and then you always have those 2 buttons ready, and then you don't have to move your finger at all, just your thumb on this side, which takes no time at all, and which is a lot better than um, having to move your finger. You better reaction time, blah blah blah. And if you're looking at any testimonials anywhere about how long the mouse lasts, I'll tell you. If you're an avid gamer and you play all the time, like myself, as you can tell from my double chin, um, the last one I had lasted about a year, and the one before that lasted about the same, like a year plus, and that's playing every day, all day, right? And but I mean, it's like $80 for the mouse, and people are like, well, if I'm gonna have to replace it, I don't want to spend that. But I mean, when you sit there and do the math, $80 if it lasts exactly a year, that's less than $7 a month. Like like when you do the math, it's not really that much that you're paying to be able to use this mouse. It's like like I said, less than $7 a month. And the mouse, like even in FPS games, um, you know how you can switch through your weapons with 1 through 4 and shit, and you can put grenade and everything right there on the mouse. Like you can switch through all your weapons right there, so you're not having to stop moving at all, which I'm sure a lot of avid FPS gamers don't have to anyway, because I'm sure they have binds too, or just so used to it that they don't have to really think about swapping weapons. But this makes it easier anyway. You just press a button on there. Excuse me, holy shit! I just drank a Red Bull, and they make me burp. But yeah, so you can have all your weapon switches and your grenade and your knife and everything right there on the mouse. Um, with League of Legends, like I'm gonna start making guides. I guess I don't know. I haven't. I don't think I've gotten that many views on my video. I just check my inbox to see if anybody's sending me a message saying, "Hey, yeah, do it. Hey, yeah, don't do it." Blah blah blah. Either way, but I'll probably make guides anyway, just because I don't have anything else to do. But even for League of Legends, instead of QWER, I bind 1 through 4 on here, and then my QWER is the first 4 in my inventory, and then the rest of my inventory is on the mouse, um, 5, 6, whatever, and then like I have dance and stuff bound on the mouse too. Like it's very helpful. Um, it glows, so that's a bonus, you know. Um, Now, Razer keyboards, I've had a problem with. I bought a keyboard, and like a month after I got it, it just stopped working. Um, and like it literally stopped working like the day after the um, I ordered it, or didn't order it, but I bought it from Best Buy, and it stopped working like literally the day after the Best Buy warranty to take it back ran out. So I was like, cool story, bro. And I haven't tried it since. It's just sitting in the other room. At the time when I was actually using it, I loved it. The Razer keyboard was amazing. So I don't know if that one just had some factory default in it or what, but when I did have it, it was amazing. So if you do want to try one, I had the Razer. Is it Lycosa? I feel like that's a mouse. I don't know. I think it started with an L though. It was something Elite Black Edition, whatever. It was. It's awesome. Right now, I'm just using this shitty old keyboard, dirty. You know, keyboard doesn't really matter for me that much. I really like that keyboard. Um, so yeah, um, and I actually put water all over it and sat there and let it dry to see if maybe it was something in it. So I just fucking I took it in the bathtub and ran water all over it and let it dry for like a day or so. But it was still wet. I mean, it's not wet by now, so I think I might actually try it here in a little bit, see if it's working good. But what happened was some of the keys started pressing when they wanted to, and they weren't really important keys. Like it was like I know C did it, and or no, they would press when they wanted to, and when they did finally press, they would press twice, which is what ends that's what ends up happening with the Razer Naga is which is fixable, but I just order a new one because I don't care. Um, the plastic that pushes down on the button to make a click wears off, which I don't know what makes it start pressing twice from that, but um, I know that's what does it, and yeah, the Razer Naga, like when you right click in League, it'll right click twice. Or my first one, I was playing WoW a lot, so my left click went out, and then the second one I was playing League a lot, which right clicking a lot, and that's what went out. So yeah, so I really recommend the mouse if you're any kind of gamer. Like the Razer Naga is the perfect gaming mouse for me by far because I mean, no matter what you play, why don't you just go ahead and get the one with a million buttons on it? So if you do go play an MMO, you have an MMO mouse. When you do play an FPS, it works for an FPS. You can switch through all your weapons, bind, grenade, all that. If you're playing League of Legends, you can bind your dance on your mouse to be extra troll, or like your taunt, and you can just spam your taunt like fucking SpongeBob laugh in their face and shit. Yeah, so I really recommend the mouse. It's worth it in the long run. Even if you play every day, it's gonna last at least like a year. And I know not everybody has a lot of money, but I feel like if your birthday is coming up or something, and you're really passionate about gaming, like that's what you do. Um, not everyone's that lucky that they can just sit in their house and game like I can. Um, but it's really worth it. Like it helps your gameplay, especially for MMOs and stuff. For League, not so much. Like it's just a bonus being able to have it. So like I don't know, but I really recommend the mouse. And if you do get it, I hope you enjoy it. It might take you a little bit getting used to. They give you little like rubber things you can stick on the buttons to get used to it, so your thumb will get used to using the mouse. And the way I'd suggest putting those on there is they give you like rectangular ones and round ones. And what I did was I put um, on the first line I put a rectangular one on the 1 and the 3, and then on the second line I put a round one in the middle, and then again I did rectangle one on 8 and or 7 and 9, and then round one on 11, and that's how I did it. So I had, you can get the gist, and you can think of your own way to do it. Like if you play without it for without the stickers for a little bit, and you're like, okay, I'm having a hard time pressing this button, you can just put a sticker on that one, you know. So I think that might actually be a better way to do it. Like you just use the mouse and then see which buttons you're having trouble pressing, and then put a little sticker on that one, and that way you're like, okay, it's right there, bam, bam, you know. Anyway, this video is way too long, and peace. Get the mouse. It's amazing. Bye.